Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor, which is due unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great most honorable well, and the talk of this truth. And Shalom to the elect of Yahweh Shai, which is the elect of Israel, starting with 144,000. Yeah, I'm going to get into it, man, and pretty much, you know, what I was meditating on is pretty much that the scripture says in Micah that this is not our rest. You know, it's polluted, and it will, you know, destroy us with a sore destruction. Pretty much everything in this society is designed in a way to keep Jake down. Okay, and on top of that, you know, why is it like that? Because the devil, which is Esau, okay, our number one hater, if you will, they're the ones that are in rulership. Okay, and because he's the devil, you know, the way that they're ruling, the scriptures tell you in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know, the Lord has set it up so that it's their time to rule now, because we're at the end. Okay, so the earth was given into the hand of the wicked to fulfill prophecy. You know, we're at the end times, we're in the darkest times, the most wicked times. You know, wickedness is being multiplied in the earth, it's being exonerated, it's being glorified. Just as it was when Alexander came into power in the Greek Empire. I told you that in First Maccabees. Why? Because they were Edomites too. The Edomites were coming into power when they was taking down the Persian Empire. Okay, it told you again there in First Maccabees, the first chapter, that wickedness multiplied on the earth, man. Okay, now, you know, when you come into this truth, it tells you to prepare your soul for temptation. You're gonna go through different, you know, trials and tribulations, and it's like you know, it's never ending in a sense until we're out of here, until we're in the kingdom. Until we're in the kingdom, as long as we're here, this is hell. You know, hell is not some place that you burn forever, and there's a guy with a pitchfork stabbing you in your rib. That's not what hell is. That's mythology. Okay, that's false. But what hell is? First, you have hell, which is in the scriptures. Sometimes it refers to the grave. Okay, and sometimes it's a condition. Okay, it's a condition of being, if you will. Like if you're going through certain things in your life, you know, you might word it like, well, I'm catching hell. You know, I'm catching hell from my boss. I'm, you know, doing, you know, whatever it might be that you're dealing with. And it's diverse temptations, many different things that you're going to go through in this truth. And there's no letting up. There's no, you know, you get moments where it feels like respite. You know, you might get a certain refreshment to a certain degree to keep going. You know, like the angel's minister, if you will. But for the most part, man, we're just going through the temptations, going through it, and catching hell, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to suffer. This is the time of our suffering. Okay, I believe it was Micah, if I'm not mistaken, who said that he'll bear the indignation of the Lord. Okay. Indignation means what? Righteous anger, because we're the ones that have sinned against Yahweh Shai. So we're here to serve our punishment. That's the reason, you know, according to prophecy, that's why we're here. Okay, we're serving our punishment, man. Now, the good news is, right, is that our punishment is almost over. Okay, and we're getting really into the darkest times. You know, the scriptures talk about Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30. Around the 6th or 7th verse. Okay, we're coming into that time of trouble slowly. And you know, that's why we gotta make sure that, you know, we're praying, we're being brotherly, you know, doing our duties, okay? Basically serving the Lord in sincerity, man, to the best of your ability. And the scriptures tell us in Isaiah 33:6 that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. That's how we're able to stay stable, okay, in these times, because we're going through experiences, okay? And what you're meant to do is to apply the scriptures in those experiences. And you know, experience, man, being tried out is that's gold, you know. That's why, you know, we have apostles, you know, on down, top men who've gone through different experiences that share their experiences with younger men, and we learn from that, and we can apply those things, you know. And pretty much, man, that's how you get through, you know. And ultimately, man, it's Yahweh Shmi Shai that's getting you through these different trials and tribulations, you know. The Lord has got to be with you, man. You know, it's like, think of it just like it's like a maze. You got to be guided, you know. There's all these twists and turns, there's all these false doors that lead to to death, you know. Oh, Matthew the 7th chapter says that this truth is like a straight gate. This truth. Now, straight means not S-T-R-A-I-G-H-T, not that S-T-R-A-I-T. A position of difficulty, a difficult thing. Okay, it says that one man should go at a time. Okay, a narrow path. That's what this truth is likened onto, man, in a parable. Okay, so you're going on your journey through this ministry. You know, you're gonna get trialed, man. And Peter said, look, don't. I believe it was Peter, the Apostle Peter, who said, look, you know, don't be surprised by the fiery trial that's gonna try you. Okay, because the scriptures say acceptable men are what? In the furnace of adversity. We're being tried to be purified. When you go through different experiences, you grow and learn how to deal with it more as a man of the Lord. Okay, because at the end of the day, we're all coming out of the world, so there's parts of us that we got to shed, parts of our character, you know, and the way that we deal with situations. And that's why we got the ministry. That's why we got different brothers that can help you, you know, point things out to you, make you aware of things, you know, so that you can work on them, man. And as you go through different experiences, you're constantly growing. Growth is the main factor. You got to be growing, you know. If you haven't grown from someone who's just come into the ministry, someone who's just come out of the world, and then you've been in the ministry 5, 10 years, 15 years, and you ain't grown, then there's an issue there. You know, we've got to be constantly growing, and that's what this furnace of adversity does, because we're being purified. It's like gold being purified. All the impurities are being taken out of us by going through the fire, by going through the hell, and do these different experiences that we're going through, you know. The scriptures talk about the patience of the saints, suffering. So you got to suffer, but ultimately there's a reward, and the reward that we're going to get is so far substantial, so much a higher level, much more weightier, okay, than what we're going through now, because we're going to be given rulership and power, okay, in an eternal kingdom, man. All right, that's a position that's solidified forever. You ain't gonna have no more worries, no more pains, no more aches, no more suffering. That's gonna be our heaven. That's, you know, the kingdom of heaven. Okay, we're gonna be living good, man. All right, we change lane. Right. Okay. Cool. So we got to say endure hardness as a good soldier, and it also says them that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So there's no taking breaks. There's no quitting in this thing. If you fall out, then that means you wasn't of the Lord, man. You know? If you turn your back on the plow, that means you wasn't of the Lord. You got to keep enduring, keep going. All right. You know, and you're praying to the Lord to get you through things. Okay. But sometimes I'll be praying to the Lord for strength, and strength, chazak, you know, to get me through, man, to get me through different situations, you know. And you pray for your brothers too. Pray for the elect, you know, until we get out of here, man. And hey, you know, if you're watching the news, you're keeping up with things, we're very close. You know, Trump's even on the news talking about, well, you know, which they've been going back and forth, and there's been articles on that already. Okay, but Trump was with Macron, and he basically said that they need to interfere in this Ukraine war because people are already, there's many people that are involved already, and this could be a World War III thing. Now we know, according to Scripture, right, that first the mark of the beast, which is the microchip implant, has to be implemented worldwide for the end to come. Okay, so the missiles ain't going to be shot until that happens. So that's why we're closely watching the different legislations and things that are being passed, okay, for them to push forward that technology, whether it be through the AI or whatever it may be. Okay, we're watching, man. And you know, Elon Musk is already, he's the poster boy for that. You know, he's already putting new, you know, with Neuralink and things of that nature, brain implants. So we already know. We already know where this is heading and what's going on. Well, we're just watching patiently, okay, and doing what we got to do, you know, which is to preach this word, you know, and to help gather the elect by the word of the Lord. Now, yeah, man. So, another thing is that we're watching the Middle East. You know, the scriptures say, "Sure, the least of the flock shall draw them in," meaning that Israel is going to have a big hand in bringing America into this World War III. So we're watching the Middle East. You know, we're not keeping our eyes on the Middle East and what's going on over there. That's a major prophetical place. Okay. So we're keeping our eyes peeled, man, while we're going through what we're going through. And you know, we don't really have. This is not our rest, as it is written, man. Our rest is in the kingdom. So we just keep going. We keep praying to the Lord to give us strength to keep going, and that's it. That's all it is. Every day, you know, daily bread. You keep going, keep enduring, and you know, the problems that we're gonna have ain't gonna stop. It's gonna be one problem after another problem, man. But the Lord is only gonna put you through what you can handle, and get you through to the other side. You know, that's the comfort. That's why the scriptures talk about the comfort. We know that. You know, and that's something you gotta have faith in too. Whatever you're going through, you gotta always keep in your mind the faith that the Lord is gonna get you through this, man. You know, you gotta have faith the Lord can heal you. You gotta have faith the Lord can get you through these tribulations. You know. So you know, that was just a little bit of an exhortational lesson, the Lord, and it was edifying. And with that, man, I'm gonna say shalom, shalom to the elect.